Where it's been exactly 1 week since Kevin Durant requested a trade out of Brooklyn. At the time of the request, it was reported that his preferred destinations were the Phoenix Suns and the Miami Heat. Here we are a week later, and we are still awaiting a resolution on this situation. So we bring in our very knowledgeable basketball crew, Brian Windhorst, Zach Lowe, and Nick Friedel. Wendy, I want to start with you. Where do things stand right now with KD and a potential trade?
Yeah, when the Nets put him on the market, Dan, I think they thought there was going to be a tremendous bidding war. And while there's a lot of interest, from what I can tell, that bidding war isn't really hot right now. The teams have made their offers, and they don't really feel the need to increase them. Now, maybe we'll see a little bit of action coming out of Summer League. All of the executives are gathering in Las Vegas over the next few days, and there could be a restart in action there. But there's been a couple of things that have happened that have even made it more complicated that involve the Utah Jazz. The Jazz make this trade with Rudy Gobert last week, where they get an incredible haul of draft picks, in which the Nets respond by saying, well, now the price for Durant just went higher. And the rest of the league is kind of saying, we don't think so. We don't want to pay that price. We didn't like that trade. And then you look at Donovan Mitchell. After the Gobert trade, there was a belief that maybe Mitchell would be next, and maybe at some point he will be. But for now, the Jazz are telling people they don't intend to trade him. And on Mitchell's side, he's going to stand pat. He's not going to force any action right now. So without Mitchell in the market, the teams are not trying to outbid each other. It doesn't make sense for teams to sell their house to pay for a car, even if that car is a Lamborghini like Kevin Durant.
So Nick, what is your recourse if you're the Nets here with the market frozen?
You just have to hope that it changes. But Dan, this is a problem. To Brian's point, the Nets were hoping, all right, Kevin Durant's available. We're going to take everything we possibly can. And that hasn't been the case. It's not like Sean Marks, Brooklyn's GM, going into work every day going, you know what I want to do today? I want to trade Kevin Durant. That's the last thing in the world this team wants, because they're completely irrelevant the second they make that deal as far as title contention. But if you have a list of teams that he wants to go to, and you're trying, at least in some way, to help him get to a preferred destination, these teams are all seeing what's going on, and they're seeing that they can potentially wait it out. The difference is he's got 4 years, so the Nets can say, okay, we can bring him back, and they can pull this thing throughout the summer into training camp. It's possible, but I still think something ends up getting done here at some point.
Zach, do you think that's a legitimate threat from the Nets? Could we could actually keep him on the team, or no?
I think they'd like everyone to think that it's a legitimate threat, and maybe it is. Look, what everyone is saying is right. The Rudy Gobert trade was a double-edged sword for the Nets. On the one hand, it would seem to increase the price for Kevin Durant. On the other hand, it set an impossible standard for Sean Marks and the Nets to hit. You just can't get more draft picks from one team than the Jazz got from Minnesota in that trade. The standard is impossible. And then you have the list, Phoenix and Miami. And I think Phoenix, from my reporting, is a clear number one on that list. The teams who aren't on that list are going to have two separate offers for Kevin Durant. The offer that the motherload offer they'll give only if they feel like Durant wants to go there, if they can meet with him, and a lesser offer that they will give if they can't meet with Durant and so they're uncertain. But as far as Durant going back to the Nets, look, you have to say that. They have to say that. I'll believe it when I see it. And as Nick Friedel knows better than anyone, I've come to expect the worst for the Nets. They played tough with Harden. We saw what happened there. So I'm expecting something to happen before the season.
So what's the pressure point here? Like, what has to change in order for this market to kind of unfreeze?
This is why this is so strange right now, Dan, because I've covered Kevin in Oakland with the Warriors. I've now covered him in Brooklyn. The guy wants to win badly. And if he's looking around and he's saying, well, I don't want these teams to gut themselves to bring me in because then we can't win a title. The problem for the Nets is, and this is if he were to come back to training camp, they've now traded James Harden, who would have been the second best player, for Ben Simmons, who just had back surgery, who nobody knows exactly what's going to happen in his future. Also, we're going to get to Kyrie, but if you know you're going to move on from Kyrie and Ben Simmons is there, you suddenly have a roster full of question marks around a superstar that's still in his prime.
Nets have a mess, and obviously we have a lot more time to discuss this.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.